If you're a beginner with AI, odds are you've been using ChatGPT like a search engine, which means that you have barely even scratched the surface of what AI can do for you. In this video, I'm going to give you the one simple change that you can make right now that will instantly 10x your productivity with AI. Imagine you're a builder. You could show up at the job site, decide what needs to be done, and then run to the hardware store every time you need a wrench or a hammer or some other tool for the job. That's what it's like when you use AI as a tool to have isolated one-off chats with. You think of a task you'd like the AI to do, and you have to go explain who you are, what you're working on, and what you'd like it to do every single time. Now, the other option is that you could build out a fully stocked work truck that has every tool you could possibly need with you, so that whatever job you show up to, you already have everything you need. And that truck becomes your office and the system that you operate within. That's what it's like when you stop using AI for isolated chats and start using AI as your operating system. And while that may sound intimidating, I'm going to show you that it is simpler than you think. It all starts with one folder. It could live on your computer's desktop, in your documents folder, wherever you like to put things on your computer. Give it a name that you don't mind typing a lot in the future. And now this is your AI OS. It's the workspace for your AI connected world. It will become the system you work within every day. Once you've made that folder, take a minute or two and think about a simple file structure that will be most helpful for you. You don't need to freak out about this too much. You can always change it later, and trust me, you will. But just give yourself enough organization to get started. For me, I work two different careers running two different organizations. I have side projects and passions, and I'm actively trying to start up a couple of different businesses and run this channel right now. So I like to organize myself in terms of those domains. Am I working on things for the church right now? Am I working on things for my nonprofit? Am I working on my YouTube channel or my business endeavors? And that's enough organization to keep me moving and keep my mind straight. Yours might be even simpler depending on the shape of your life and what your work is like. Just hit the broad strokes here. The minutia will build itself out naturally as you figure out how you like to work. And now you're just going to start up a session with your AI of choice within your AI OS folder. If you use ChatGPT, you do that with Codex. If you use Claude, you could use Claude Cowork or Claude Code. It really doesn't matter which agent you use because this system will be agent agnostic. I like to use Claude Code, so that's what I'm going to fire up. And here's what just changed without you even realizing it. Claude can now read and write files inside this folder. So when you ask it to do something, it doesn't just answer and then disappear. It can learn from what you put here. It can leave notes and save context and build out structure. And the next time you open it up in this project, all of that is still right there. Every conversation builds on the one before. Now, I know this might not seem like that big of a deal at first, but trust me, you just opened the door to a whole new world. Because now, every time you interact with your AI in this folder, your work compounds. Your system will get smarter, faster, more efficient, and more automated day by day. And all you have to do is the stuff you would have done in isolated chats. Let me give you a couple of examples. Literally last night, I was sitting next to my wife on the couch and we were both doing some work. And I peeked over and I caught her pasting a prompt that she had saved in a document into ChatGPT to tell it to help her with a repeated task. It was hard for me to watch, but I bet some of you are probably right there with her. So I said, honey, please give me your computer for a minute. I created a folder, I spun up Claude Code, and pasted her prompt and told it to create a skill that she could invoke to accomplish that task over and over. Now, not only did Claude do that, but it went one step farther and built an automatic trigger for an important follow-up task and a system to capture and save the key context from that task and then synthesize all of that into a quick briefing report that she can run at any time. In 5 minutes, her cut and paste prompt was turned into a system that can be repeated over and over and will get smarter and more capable for her over time. That same thing happened a few nights before. I was talking with a pastor friend, and he was telling me how he had used Claude AI to take his manuscript for a sermon and turn it into a hybrid outline. And that after he tweaked it, he really liked the output and felt like he'd be able to use that format for preaching more effectively. But his question was how to make that happen again and more easily so he doesn't have to reprompt all the tweaks that he liked. And the answer to that question is to come out of the chat and into a workspace. Because now he invokes his outline skill and points it at his manuscript, and the AI knows exactly what to do and how to structure it. And it takes that same manuscript and also turns it into a small group discussion question and leader guide. And it also clips out his key points and makes his presentation slides. In both cases, all of those things happened in like one 5 to 10 minute sitting. Now, multiply that by every domain of your life every day for a year. Your AI will make connections across every area of your work, build skills and systems to automate your repeatable tasks, open your mind to capabilities and next steps that you never would have thought possible, and change everything about the way that you work. Let me give you a real-world example of what this becomes just by working in this folder day after day. I need you to do some things in parallel for me. Analyze the performance of my YouTube channel in the last 48 hours. Put together a research doc for Habakkuk Part 3 and suggest some outline structures for that sermon. Set my DVR to record the next Pistons game. Tell me the tasks assigned to me from my meeting on Friday for MCMC. Triage my emails and schedule my next service in Planning Center. Now, if I had just gone and dropped that prompt into a regular AI chat, it would either fail outright or have me chasing my tail all afternoon trying to set things up and explain how to work in all of those contexts. But my AI is going to be able to perform each one of those tasks exactly like I want it to without any extra prompting, reminding, or file uploads. All because I'm working from inside a fully stocked workshop instead of running to the hardware store. That's the simple change that will make AI move from a novelty to a necessity in your work. Not a better prompt, not a smarter model, just a workspace that compounds over time. So here's your homework. It'll take you about 5 minutes. Make a folder. Name it something. Maybe sketch out a few subfolders for your domains if you want to. Open up Claude Code or Codex or Claude Cowork in that folder, and then just start working. Don't overthink the structure. Don't try to build a whole system. Just start doing the things that you would already be doing. Drafting, planning, researching, organizing, and let the system build itself around the way that you work. And 2 weeks from now, you won't believe how far you've come. One simple change, one massive leap forward. If you want to learn more about making AI work for you, then please subscribe to this channel. It really would help me out a lot. And also leave a comment about what you'd like to learn how to do with AI, because I would love to create tutorial videos on the stuff that interests you. And then I'll see you back next time.